So today I've got this 1999 TRX 300 FW. I don't know what the W stands for. It's not mine. It's Kenzie's mom's boyfriend's, and he needs a few things done to it. So why did it just try to start? That was weird. So it's not starting. He let it sit for a few years. I don't know why it just tried to start then, but whatever. But they said the gas was bad in it, so we got to clean that out. Front brakes don't work. I don't know about the rear brakes. And this boot right here is cracked, so he said he might want me to replace this whole arm. But I just got off work. We really don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start with the carburetor. That way we can just get it running. I've never worked on one of these, so I gotta figure out how to get to this carburetor. I assume I'm gonna be taking the gas tank off, because it looks like it's right up under there. Air filter don't look too bad. It's still oily. Is that really the only bolt holding this thing on? It is. Okay. I just gotta disconnect the fuel line. I figured there'd be a couple more holding it together, but obviously not. And another thing is, he left the gas on for who knows how long.
They probably don't know anything about that.
So I'm sure it's really gummed up in there. Come on. I feel you. Where'd it go? There it is. Ah, there we go. Fuel line's off. Let's get to this carburetor. We're gonna give it a good cleaning too, eventually, when I get to that, but might be a minute. God, this thing is dirty. So another cool thing about this four-wheeler is it actually has a kickstart. So like, if you're on the trail or whatever and your battery or whatever dies, you got a kickstart, so you're not stranded. I think everything should come with that, but that's just me. Anything electric start, that is. I mean, if that's all you got is a kickstart, that's all you got. Alright, let's work on getting this bowl off, and it's going to be stubborn. That one broke free. This one's covered in dirt. Let me grab some carb clean. I'll actually use some brake clean here. Specifically on these screws. Clean them up a little bit. Hopefully I'm not spraying that all over the camera. That's my eye.
You do that every time.
Yeah, every time. That's alright. Sounded like it was going to break free. There we go, that one broke free. What was that, 2 out of 4 so far? That one broke free, 3 out of 4. That one's hard. This one's already kind of stripped out. I'm gonna see if I can kind of save it, but I don't think there's any saving it, but I'm gonna try. See if I can't. Nah, I'm probably gonna have to Dremel it and get a new screw for them. I don't think there's any. Yeah, see, like, I can't even get a grip on it. Alright, that's what we'll do. Next day is here. We ran out of daylight. I did manage to get this one loose. So now we can take the bowl off and inspect what we got in here. And I do have screws to replace all of these. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Look at all this right here. See? Grab me that carb clean, please. Cause I'm sure I'm gonna need it. Dude, my screwdriver's bent. Of course I'm about out.
Yeah, no.
Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's fully clear. That is too. So we don't have to do nothing there. Let's take out the pilot jet, see what it looks like. Completely clogged. I guess I can try to show you, but there's nothing to see. It's totally clogged. I can't even blow through it. Listen. Oh yeah, she's good and clear now.
See if it'll show it.
It won't. It's a really small hole. But it's clear, as far as I can tell. There's at least going to be gas that gets through it. So let's see what happens now. Let's put it back together. See if it'll start. Alright, gas tank is just sitting on there. I did verify that gas comes out of the petcock, so we got good gas flow there. Guess the only other thing to do is try to start it. I don't know where the choke is on this thing. Right here. Alright, we'll try it with choke. Turn it off too early. Go about halfway. Well, it runs. It's just not perfect yet. I was wanting to try to clamp this on there. Maybe it's tuned for the airbox lid. I really don't know. Now that it runs, let's how hot is that? Not super hot. Let me try to get in right here. Maybe I can turn the idle up or something on it. Now it idles.
That sounds a lot better. trying to record it.
Okay, well, give me that. With that being said, let's see which brakes work and which brakes don't, because might be just be able to roll it and tell. Back brakes work, so that means it's just the front brakes. What do you think? Can to clean it or just start working the brakes?
Clean it already.
Clean it?
No, I said, why would you clean it already?
I was just wondering. What do you think?
Back brakes.
Alright.
Or brakes.
That's what we'll work on. Alright, let's move to the brakes then. Moving up to the front brakes. There's nothing there. The back brakes need adjusting too, but they're drum brakes, so you just do the little turner thingy. I don't even know what it's called. The turning adjuster or whatever. I did break these loose just now, just to see how hard these were going to be to get off. But let's just see what we've got in here, because I think he said it sat for like 2 or 3 years. So there could be no fluid. There could be crystallized fluid. Hopefully not that, but let's see. Oh, Lord. Okay. Looks like 0 fluid so far. What the heck is this? I've never seen one of these in... Why is that even in there? Did he just never... No way they put that in there, right? Okay, well, that looks like it just needs fluid then. I'm gonna clean that out, but looks like it just needs some fluid and the brakes bled, and it should be good to go. Try to get my screwdriver in there with the rag and get some of that dirtiness out. Gunk. I ain't gonna be able to get all of it, but I can try to get most of it. Actually, Kenzie, if you want to bring me that brake clean over here, I'll spray a little bit of that in there, and I'll just soak it up. Thank you. This stuff seems like it's working pretty good.
Does he not know how to add fluid and stuff? You're gonna have to teach him.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot better now. Well, let's add some fluid in there and give the brakes a couple pumps, see if it brings up any air bubbles or anything. See the air bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna have to bleed them. Probably gonna have to jack it up and take the front wheels off. All right, well, for now we're just gonna throw this back on. That way we can jack it up and not spill any. That way we can get to the calipers. That clutch cable also doesn't have any tension on it over there, so we'll have to adjust it too. All right, let's get to the wheels. Are they hydraulic drum? What? There's no way, right? Can't be. So we're gonna hopefully finish this up today. We're gonna go ahead and replace the CV axle first. I saw one person take it off the ball joint, but then I read something where people take it off at the A-arm just because it's a little bit easier. So we're gonna try that and see what happens. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna go, but we'll see. That way we can get the CV axle out. I have to assume that's corrosion. I've never seen a bolt so white in my life. Like, I mean, it's dust. We're gonna have to clean that up a little bit. Finally got that thing in, whatever it's called, I don't even know at this point. CV axle, finally got it in. It was a humongous pain to get it in, but it's in. That's all that matters. Now I gotta get these straps off so we can put it back through the wheel, put the A-arms back on, and then we can get to the brakes. Come on, baby. Oh, hold on, I got it. I just didn't bend it good enough. She's in now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Almost perfect. Alright, there's that. Throw this back on, right? Yep, everything feels good. Let me throw this lower A-arm back on. So, we're gonna replace the back brakes. They're chipping apart right here on the backs. I did not mean for that to slam. I'll show you a better close-up here in a minute. We're gonna use these Tusk brakes. They're not the highest end, but I've used Tusk before. That's what I like. So, we're gonna try that. Front brakes just don't work. I'm assuming just because of the fluid, because it's bone dry. We'll get to that after these. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw these on now. Open that side. Put those on. Clip those into place. And then we'll throw everything back together. I didn't show taking it off because I struggled getting it off, honestly. It did not want to come off. But I finally got it off. Let's get this back together and then we'll adjust them and then we'll move to the front. I adjusted the brakes. We're gonna see how they work now. You adjust them with a butterfly nut back here. But now we've got tension on both brakes. A good bit of tension. So I'm gonna see if they're just too tight or, you know, what I need to do. They work, just not fully yet, so I'm gonna tighten them up a little bit more. So right here, these butterfly nuts are how you adjust the rear brake. Turning them in makes it tighter, turning them out makes it looser. The bottom one is for the pedal brake, the top one is for the hand brake. So we're gonna try that now. back brakes are working good now. Let's move to the front. We're gonna work on the front brakes. First thing we're gonna do, take this cover off. I've already got it loose. Set it to the side. Take this off. Come on out. There we go. This is just so we can keep an eye on the fluid pretty much. And then we're gonna move, see, that's just pressing the brake, still getting air out. We're gonna move down to the wheel so we can bleed it. So behind the wheel here and behind the brakes, you'll have a little 10mm bleeder screw. So Kinsey, if you'll pump it a few times, pump it about 10 times, there should be 0 pressure on it. You'll just pump it about 10 times and hold it. Tell me when you're holding.
Alright, I'm holding.
Holding, okay. Do not let go.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it loose. Am I turning it the wrong way? Yes, I was. I'm gonna break it loose. Fluid came out. I'm gonna tighten it back up. It's kind of an odd camera angle and where I'm at. Okay, press it some more.
10 more times?
Yep. Let me know if that reservoir starts getting low.
Holding.
Okay. Crack this loose again. I'm gonna move this camera. I just don't know where to move it to. Yeah, that'll work. It's looking good. I mean, it's okay. Pump it some more. Is this getting any harder?
No.
Probably not.
Holding.
Fluid's coming out of this side.
Bubbles are coming up whenever I keep pushing.
Okay, keep pushing it. That's good. Bubbles is good. That means you're getting out. Go ahead. Let me check.
No bubbles no more.
Okay, just keep going. Just let me make sure. Yeah, so it's gonna go through this banjo bolt into the. Okay, holding.
Yeah, holding.
Yeah, fluid's coming out of this side really good. Okay, let's move to the other side. So this side, okay. Holding. This side has fluid too. That's really weird. Alright, do it some more. You getting bubbles?
No. Very little.
Very little. Hold it. Oh yeah, I got bubbles out this time. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hold it again.
Alright. Pump a few times and hold it. And we're just going to keep repeating this until we get 0 air, like on the other side. Go ahead. So we pumped the air out, and then I adjusted the adjusters here to where the drum barely fits up on there, just so they're pretty much ready to be touched. Go ahead and pull it, Kinsey. As you see, they're moving. So, go ahead. Yep, so they're moving, but I'm pretty much just going to do the same thing to the other side. That way we can get the front brakes working. So we've got another issue here with this four-wheeler. Sometimes the starter's hanging up and not starting the four-wheeler. You saw that earlier in the clip, and it hit me a little bit later on because it did it again. And right before I put it up, I said, let me try something. So I tapped it with a hammer, and it started right up. I'm going to see if it'll do it again right here. So I'm going to hit the button. Okay, well, it started. So I'll try to get it on camera one more time before we mess with it. It's been a couple days. Had to work and everything. We're going to see if the starter will lock up here. Hope it does for you, just so you can see it one more time, because it's done a handful of times off the camera. It's done that one time when I was testing the back brakes, but it unlocked. So we'll see. I already told them about what it was doing, and they said go ahead and replace it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, I guess. All right, so to get this off, there's 2 bolts back here that kind of hold it to the machine. These are 10s right here. I think that's what it was on the last one that I did on Kenzie's old 4-wheeler. See if I can get that out by my fingers now. All right. Got one more here, which I'm gonna have to grab my wrench for, because this right bolt that I'm taking out here has a ground wire that goes to it. So I have to be careful with that, putting it back in. So this should, if I'm not mistaken, just slide off. But I very well could be mistaken. Gonna open this up to see what's in here, because the last starter I did, it was literally just a pull it out and put a new one in, and it fired right up. So, oh, well, that's just a cover for what? Nothing? Weird. Okay, what's in here then? Not something I can get off. Guessing that turns the starter. Alright, again, something else. Ratchet right there, please. Pop this cover off and see what we got. Why did they even make it like that? With that black cover on it, if it doesn't really serve a purpose. So that's what I thought. We just gotta get this off, and it's just gonna be a pain to get off, because it's probably never been opened. There's gears in there that drive it. Alright, we got this out. Now normally, I think all those gears stay in there, but it'll be alright. Now we should be able to just wiggle this out, I believe. There we go. Come on. Oh no, I bet you that carburetor's in the way. There we go. Got it out now. Let's pull it over here, and we'll have to disconnect this wire here. I need to pull the boot back so I can see it though. Alrighty. This will be your positive cable. Here's the new starter. We'll go ahead and throw this on, just because I feel like it's easier just to get to right here. Then I'll tighten it back down after we get it in. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference. So we'll go ahead and slide this in extra carefully. Maybe. Come on, wiggle in. Oh, almost. Unless that's in, and I'm tripping. Oh yeah, that's in. It just doesn't feel like it's all the way in. Alright, now we'll... Gasket's all good on the actual cover right here, so it should be okay just to slide back in. Alright, and now we will put this back on, and then we will test it out. Alright, everything's back installed. Should be good to go. Fires right up, no issue. And it's out of gas. Alright, well, I guess now I'm gonna clean it and then we'll go from there. They didn't ask me to clean it, but I figured that's, you know, something I can do for them, as it was dirty. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was a little bit different working on somebody else's stuff, but we got it done, and I'll see you in the next one.